Hello, this is Sabrina from Piedra Luna Tarot 808, bringing you the zodiac sign reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of September 2022. This is also for the 10th house for the collective, for all of us, regardless of our sign, Sun, Moon, and Rising, because the 10th house has to do with the financial stability. It has to do with how others see us in the workplace, or in our career, how we're seen by others in the career, and the way we build our talents in our life, the tangible way in which we are seen by the world, and how that seeing of the world is bringing us financial stability. Capricorn is an energy that is very much interested or occupied with having financial stability, but interestingly enough, is not because of a greedy reason. It's actually because they like to take care of their family and their loved ones, and they want everyone to be comfortable. So the energy that we start with for the month, or the spiritual lessons that we're going to be going through, start with the Magician and the Five of Pentacles. So this is about manifesting. The Magician is the ultimate manifester of the deck of the tarot cards, and with the Five of Pentacles, which is being left out in the cold or having a difficult financial time, it means that we're in possibly a lot of us, especially because we're in Virgo season, and Virgo is also an earth sign, also preoccupied with making the best out of their time and their talents and to having financial security. We're in that time where we're trying to manifest where we're going financially, especially because it's also the fall, and because it's when it's fall, and the seasons obviously have a lot to do with our collective mind states, that we're getting into the winter, and we want to make sure we have all the coins and everything that we need in order for the winter, especially with how the world is going right now, with the inflation, with the cost of gas, the cost of heating homes during the winter, especially here with this card. So I see a lot of, especially the Capricorns and everybody who has a focus, or this would apply to anyone that is in this situation where you are either preoccupied about your financial situation, you might be going through a rough patch, or you just want to be ready for the winter. So you're in that energy of manifesting, of balancing, of making sure that whenever the difficult times come, or the more difficult, or even more difficult times come, that you're prepared. And the cards are telling us that there's great chances of building that empire, that financial empire, or that comfortable financial situation that you want to achieve. Let's see if I can show you. These are like holographic cards. I love how they shimmer, but sometimes they're not the best under lights, artificial lights. That the key to manifesting that abundance for you, Capricorn, or for all of us concerned about the 10th house, the key here, or the clue, or the way out of it, is to embrace the King of Pentacles, in the sense of knowing that whatever is worth building and that is going to be long-lasting, it's going to take some time to be built, because the King of Pentacles has the Taurus energy. He's seated on the Taurus throne, and Taurus knows that anything that is worth achieving in life takes time and discipline. So the King of Pentacles is not a person that built their empire out of a lucky strike. It's because they put a lot of mind and effort into it, with a lot of Capricorn or Virgo energy, of course. And but it's also important, because you can make a lot of money, but if or maybe you want to stand out, of course. But if you are not in the Queen of Cups, if what you're doing is not heartful, is not soulful, if your efforts to bring that financial situation is not linked to it resonating with your heart and your soul, you're probably not going to have the endurance you need in order to fulfill your dreams and to get to that financial spot. So these energies are telling me that it might take a while to get into that financial comfort that you want to get to, but it's not going to be it's not going to be day to night, but it's also not going to take that long time, especially that we're coming from the Magician to the Five of Pentacles, and immediately we get into the King of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups. Also, I'm feeling strongly that you're going to be greatly blessed, or we are all going to be greatly blessed in our Capricorn house, in the 10th house, Capricorn sun, moon, or rising, if what we are trying to manifest is also for the benefit of others. And that, of course, resonates a lot with Capricorn. As I was saying, Capricorn it's actually a community energy. It understands that for others to be well, for them to be well, others have to be well. And especially family is very important for Capricorn, and having that financial comfort for family. And with the Judgment and the World card that we have here, I feel that that urge or that rough patch that you're going through is actually a necessary lesson from the universe that is going to propel you. It's going to give you like an inspiration, a drive, a push to follow your calling in the world, to follow your calling. What is it that is your calling? Something that is heartful, something that is necessary, that is of service to others, with the Queen of Cups, and that this is actually a completion of a time frame for all of us. Like with the World card signifies a completion of a cycle, and that we're entering a cycle where all this discomfort that we might have seen of the Five of Pentacles, of having to get into the cloak of the magician in order to manifest a better today, in order to have a better tomorrow pretty soon. This is actually a necessary message for all of us, and that if we had not had that difficult situation, we probably wouldn't have heard that calling as hard as we're hearing it right now, if that is you and if that is resonating. And that because of all the movement that is going on in the world, that everything's being rearranged, the way we think about work, the way we think about life, of the balance, that's a constant since the pandemic started. And I felt it strongly just when the pandemic started, that it was going to be something really big, and it's still ongoing because of times of transformation, of convolution, of chaos in a way as well. It's a great moment to initiate new things, to transcend from the cycles that we were at and to get into better cycles. The other cards that I got as well were here with the Empress and the Knight of Cups. I feel that we are also going to get a break from the universe, like benefactors, especially if we are in that energy that what we're doing is because we want to take care of others, that those efforts are going to be very much supported, and those are going to bring us forward to where we want to get. Like we're going to encounter during this month Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and as well as the collective for the 10th house. If you're in this path already, you're going to find benefactors on the way. People that are going to push you forward, and they're going to see your efforts and going to get you in the place that you need to be. Especially if you felt that before you were in an unfair financial situations, you might have been in a wrong business deal, or maybe in the wrong business. So if during this month anything fell to the ground, any business transaction, any negotiation, be it that anything that you had your eyes on in order to get abundance or to move forward, or maybe it was a job application, or you might be moving behind from a place where there was injustice, where you had to divorce yourself from the business deal or from that work environment because it wasn't the place for you. It was very unbalanced and unfair. And it actually, if it happens, it has a reason for it happening that actually is going to bring you into a better position. It's going to bring you into a place where you can work on your talent comfortably, where you feel you're being treated fairly, that you're going to be given the value that you have, a proper value, a balanced value, and that you can be comfortable developing your talent, knowing that you're going to be treated fairly. Or maybe it's a business deal that you're working on, and if you're working on that business deal, whatever broke down is going to open the doors to something better, where you're going to feel this is the right place. And I also got more significators to see what the energy was about, because it was a bit dense at the beginning when I started reading for Capricorn. Here we have the Four of Pentacles. So if in this particular reading, what I'm feeling is that if you've been in a place where you felt that you had to hold on to your coins pretty well, and the collective, all of us have been, a lot of us have been feeling like that. Even people that are very abundant, that have a lot of money, they've been seeing losses in their profits. So we can see it in the big corporations that are cutting expenses, they're cutting the number of people they're hiring. So if the economy has been on this energy of withholding and contraction because of the uncertainty, that's exactly what it feels. I'm getting a representation of the economy on this reading, of the uncertainty with the moon card. We're soon enough during this, at the end of September, we're going to see things from a different perspective, and we're going to see that actually whatever broke down, it's going to bring something better. And let's see, the other cards that I had here, like the bottom of the deck. Again, we have here the World card. So again, it's completion, another validation that we're going through completing cycles. We're finishing a cycle. And actually in astrology, we're going through cycles from Saturn and Capricorn. So we're finishing this lesson of closing a chapter. We're opening a new one, and it's going to align us with where we need to be. It's going to align us to our destiny. It's going to align us to a better future, to a more hopeful future. We're moving as a collective, as the world, because the world being also the world, a representation of the world, where we're moving forward to a place with more heart, because we are being all at once being faced with difficult financial situations, and that is, and of course, a disruption of a lot of things and how society used to work, especially that this is the 10th house, so it's Capricorn, and it's the workplace, and how we make use of our talents. And the factor of compassion is very important for Capricorn. The more you are applying compassion, or your heart, or you being soulful and heartful in your approach to make better coin, that you're doing it for the better of the collective, we're also taking consideration how all our efforts are going to bring the collective into a better position, and that we have like that Ubuntu kind of philosophy, that if we're all doing well, if everybody's well, then we are even progressing even farther. Like we go farther when we go in group than when we go alone, and it is only one or a few people that are actually seeing the benefits and the rewards of the economy. And that is going to push us forward from, again, look at that, that's the same energy, from the Five of Pentacles, from difficult moments, and it's gonna bring us into a balanced position, because we know that imbalance and that scarcity that we've seen on our pockets, on the economy and large, is gonna wake us up to the realization that we need to balance things up at a personal level as well as on a collective level, in order to get to this Ten of Pentacles card of an actual legacy that we can leave behind, where we can feel comfortable with our money. We can feel comfortable that we can enjoy being with a family life. We can enjoy, or whatever it is that it brings you luxury and comfort and fills your heart, that we're going to have more of that. We're going to be in a more stable position. And I feel that this is going to be a very quick movement with the Chariot card. It's going to happen very quickly, and it's going to move forward to that victory position, especially for you Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, even Venus. And for the 10th house, if you're having your 10th house being very active, or it feels like you've been going through this Five of Pentacles. And again, we have another clarification of the Magician. So this means that, of course, things are not going to fall from the sky. We have to make our effort. We have to manifest. We have to work, not only because the Magician uses all the four elements. So it's not only the mind, the inspiration, the heart, and the tangible material stuff. He's aligning, the Magician, he or she aligns with the energy of the universe and starts doing things. So it's not only about getting inspired, but also having a plan, having the inspiration, and working through to it. I mean, you imagine it, but you also start working on that. And as long as you're the motivation behind manifesting all this abundance and manifesting a better financial situation, as long as you do it for the benefit of others, that you're doing it for for a selfless reason. That's going to even bring in more energy. It's going to align you to get those benefactors, those the godfathers, the godmothers that are, or the universe itself that is going to push you forward. Again, I feel there's going to be benefactors. There's going to be people in power with the Emperor that are going to see the potential that you have, the great that you do, and that's going to move you forward. And this is also, of course, an opportunity for Capricorn to become that Emperor, to become more aligned with, more empowered in how you balance your financial stability. And that's what I have for you, Capricorn. And for the collective, Sun, Moon, or Rising for September 2022. So it looks like real nice. Here again, we have Nine of Pentacles, which is seeing the fruits of our labor. So I see that by the end of September, we're all going to see this. And again, here we have the Emperor energy. We're going to have benefactors. We're going to have people in power. They're going to see our potential, and they're going to move us forward. I hope you like that, Capricorn. Feel free to subscribe, of course, and if you like to know how this is going to affect you personally, of course, you can send me an email to piedralunataro808@gmail.com for a reading, or you can also DM me at Instagram. All right, I wish you a great September, Capricorn.